Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Beautiful day. 10 signs you're being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. Let's just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. So I got a question that came in. Someone said they feel they might be in the presence of a narcissist who is also a sociopath, who is also a psychopath. What? 3 rolled into 1, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Now, this video is dedicated to anybody who's in the presence of a narcissist, a sociopath, or a psychopath. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to suffer any longer. Now, a narcissist, what am I talking about? In Greek mythology, Narcissus was this guy who fell in love with himself. He wasn't taking selfies. He was staring into the river and falling in love with his reflection, saying, "I'm so beautiful, baby." And it's beautiful to have self-love, right? You got to love yourself 100%. But narcissists, they don't want anybody to shine. It's all about them. They're so egocentric. Sociopaths, these are very violent people with a smile, so they conceal it. Okay, they're very calculated. They don't leave traces. And they can be social, but at the same time, their energy is not good. Psychopaths are just outright violent. They're just outright violent. They don't even hide it. You just know, okay, you're a psychopath. They want to hurt people. They don't care about people. And they leave traces everywhere. So if you ever find yourself among any of those kinds of people, remind yourself that you are not a victim and the power lies within. So, what is the first sign you're being manipulated by a narcissist, a sociopath, or a psychopath? Gaslighting. What is gaslighting? This is when someone questions you, right? They question you all the time. And now you start questioning yourself. In fact, wait a minute, you start questioning your own sanity. You're like, am I going crazy? Because they make you feel like you're going crazy, okay? Gaslighting is a classic technique used by narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths. They sow seeds of doubt inside you. Now, what is the solution? Remind yourself that nobody can make you feel unpleasant without your permission. Slow motion this side. We have to give our consent. Nobody can make you feel inferior without your permission. So when someone questions you and you feel like you're going crazy, realize that you are okay. You are sane. It's not your problem, it's theirs. Okay, so never allow yourself to be in a situation where someone is making you question your sanity. Okay, you are good enough, and just recognize that today. What's the second sign you're being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath? They twist everything you say, like everything. They turn it around. Okay? And that is like classic manipulation, like twisting words around. Like they will tell you, you just made it up. It's an imaginary story in your head. Now, this happens a lot in relationships. Sometimes people can twist your words around. Now, what is the solution? Have a journal. Write down how you feel, what you are going through. So when they try to twist your words around, you can actually write down the events that actually happened when it happened. So they'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Never allow someone to twist your words around. You're better than that. What's the third sign? You are being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. They blame you. Major projection. Major projection works like this. Because narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths never want to take responsibility, they blame you for absolutely everything. They put their flaws onto you. So the narcissist, the sociopath, and the psychopath, it's never their fault. It's never their problem. It's yours. Now, realize this. Don't treat people as bad as they are. Treat people as good as you are. That's what I've seen along my journey. So even though they are projecting onto you, that's okay. Don't follow them. Don't start doing tit for tat. Just realize that they've got issues. Many times they need a hug. You don't want to give it to them? Don't worry about it. Okay? But don't play their game. Don't feed into them. Just walk away and let go of whatever is no longer serving you. What is the fourth sign? Can you see how windy it is? It's so beautiful, right? It's like so filmic. The fourth sign you're being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath is this. They throw aggressive jabs, left, 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 right, 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 and then they disguise it as a joke. Oh, it was just a joke. No, it wasn't. So sometimes they can be really mean to you, and then they'll tell you you misunderstood them, right? So they kind of, once again, twist things around. A lot of truth is said in jest. So be attentive to what is being said, even if they say, oh, I'm only joking. That's what a lot of narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths love to do. They will hurl insults at you and then say, oh, it was just a joke. Remind yourself that you can choose the environment you place yourself in. You don't have to just settle. You don't have to settle. And surround yourself with people who uplift you, not with people who bring you down. What's the fifth sign? You are being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. Realize this. 7-day vegan challenge. So what? Okay, a lot of narcissists will say, so what? A lot of sociopaths will say, so what? A lot of psychopaths will say, so what? Meaning they are always moving the goalpost. So you can say to them, oh, I'm doing the 7-day vegan challenge. I'm eating better. I'm eating a whole load of blueberries full of vitamin C. And they'll say, so what? They don't care about your achievements because it's all about them. You see, narcissists always have to have the spotlight on them. It can't be on you. Sociopaths just don't care. They have no empathy. Same as psychopaths, right? So there's a saying, don't cast pearls at swine, meaning they'll eat it. So be mindful of who you surround yourself with, of the energy you surround yourself with every single day. And you want people who are going to be like jumping up in joy when you say, hey, I'm eating better, I'm looking better, I'm feeling better. Those are real friends, okay? And you can choose. Happiness is a choice. You can choose where you place yourself. What's the sixth sign? You're being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. They make you feel guilty for saying no. You see, many times we all sometimes meet people and it's like we can't be ourselves because we can't really express how we feel. They give us these massive guilt trips. Okay, that's what narcissists love to do. That's what sociopaths love to do. That's what psychopaths love to do. They love to make you feel guilty for speaking your true heart and mind. They'll tell you that isn't your heart and mind. Snap out of it. Don't listen to them. Right? So once again, the solution is to reclaim your power. Nobody can make you feel unhappy without your permission. You hold supreme power. It's time to stop externalizing your power. They have none. You have all the power. It's just that you're focusing on them and their approval. Okay? So don't think you have to win their approval by just saying yes when you really want to say no. Be impeccable with your word. What's the 7th sign you're being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath? They are control freaks. They love to control situations. They love to control people. So, a classic example. They will be mean to you if you don't do what they want. You see, they love you. Sociopaths will love you up until a certain point, and that's just phony anyway. And if you don't do what they want, then they're really mean. Okay? They are control freaks. They want to control your every action. They become highly possessive. That's a sign you're in the presence of a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. Now, what's the solution? Realize this, that you are not under their control. You are not their slave. You are not their prisoner. You came here to be free. I'm talking to you. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, a sociopath, or a psychopath, you don't have to stay there today. I've been in friendships where it's highly toxic. They're a narcissist. Some friendships, they're a sociopath. Some friendships, they're a psychopath. And I'm like, what am I doing here? And even the cat down the road hasn't got the faintest idea. Many times it's Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome. What am I talking about? When someone holds you hostage and you end up loving the people who are holding you hostage. Right? It's weird, but that's how it works. Stockholm Syndrome. So remind yourself that you are no longer under their control. You are a free being. You can move and go anywhere you want. What is the 8th sign you're being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath? They change the subject to evade accountability. So because they never love to take responsibility, it's always your fault. Remind yourself that it's always your fault, according to them. So when you bring up stuff and then you show them their own dirty laundry, they'll quickly change the subject. Beware of that. Okay? So the solution is to remind yourself that keep doing it. Keep bringing up and highlighting what they are doing, and that it is unacceptable because you are worthy and you have every right to exist just as they do. And you are not below them. They are not superior or anything, okay? You matter. So don't allow them just to change the subject. Keep bringing it up until eventually they have to face themselves in the mirror. Slow motion this side. What's the 9th sign you're being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath? You never feel you can meet their expectations. You never feel good enough. You always feel inadequate. Now, once again, this is where I'm going to turn it on you. You've got to start taking responsibility for how you feel. Okay? It's not just the narcissist's fault or the sociopath's fault or the psychopath's fault. We are also feeding into it. We also have a part to play. So if you don't feel you meet someone's expectations, I'm here to tell you, you got to accept yourself 100%, regardless of what anybody thinks. And that's what I've seen along my journey. I'm not asking for approval. I approve myself. How about that? So start validating your own existence, and they will no longer have power over you. And what's the 10th sign you're being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath? You never know your position with them, because many times narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths, they're always changing how they behave. Psychopaths are very erratic. They're more kind of predictable. Sociopaths, on the other hand, oh, they're sly. They're like foxes. They can be around you in a social circle and they could be smiling to you, but they have a hidden agenda. So you never really know your position with them. Narcissists, same thing. They can use you to get what they want, to make themselves appear even more grander, right? So sometimes you never really know your position with them. Well, the solution, who cares? Because they aren't important. If you have people in your life who are not coming from a place of authenticity, you don't need them. That's what I've seen along my journey. I'm only connecting with people who are going to lift me higher, baby, right up into the clouds, right? Right up into the clouds, right? Right up into the clouds. You don't want people who are going to start trash talking you and using you like a doormat. We don't need that. We ain't even had breakfast yet. So once again, those are the 10 signs you're being manipulated by a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. You are worthy. You don't have to put up with it. You don't have to tolerate it. But remind yourself this. Sometimes, just sometimes, you got to start looking within and saying, okay, what can I do differently to stop attracting these kinds of people? Well, I've got a solution for you. Go where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated. When you realize that, well, you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? And there you have it. We are out here in the hardened nature, just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You.